Hello and welcome back to the Argonian Adventures. We are now on Argonian number 4, who is currently just named Hatchling, as is tradition. If we go back to the great-grandparent, we have a murder. We have someone who was mauled to death by a Myrgaunt, and then we have our mother, who was consumed by a voroplasm. Now, we need to figure out exactly who is our new Argonian and how are they going to be different? How is their realm not going to end in them just horribly dying by some gruesome act? Well, let's have a look at their personality traits so far. First off, shy. So we have a shy Argonian, so I'm going to take that to mean that potentially we're a little less outgoing than our ancestors. Potentially, we're a little bit more interested in safety, which also lines up with what I want to do because I would like our character to live a little bit longer potentially. I think that could potentially be good. Definitely not a diplomacy-focused one as before. Although I think that curiosity often leads into diplomacy. So that's kind of interesting. What is our education? Our education focus is learning instead of diplomacy. Okay, well that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So that's going to be interesting. Maybe this character could have a goal of switching our faith. Maybe something like that could happen. Like, or changing our faith so we can potentially at some point leave tribal. That could be intriguing. That could be something to think about, potentially, for this character. In terms of other things, oh yeah, it was mentioned in the comments, and I just want to mention this because it's well remembered and it is tragic. Our character had an event really early in their life where it was like, I think it was when we had our first child, it was like, I wonder if, you know, I will die young, much like their parent did, and it tragically turned out to be true, which is devastating, but there you have it. So, potentially, one goal for this character could be to change our religion. I think that could be interesting. What about other goals for this character? I don't entirely know yet. The hostile scheme resistance is nice. Maybe there's some behind-the-scenes stuff we can do being shy. I don't know, maybe we can use that as the basis for our entire personality. We'll see. Anyway, we need to do a lot of stuff. I'm actually going to reset the pinned characters as well, because they're a little out of date. So let's just completely reset those. House dress, I'm just going to go in here. Living members, find somebody who's a member. I mean, yeah, a member of the dynasty. There we go. So, we have Darva, Morusu, Aurora, who is too far away. We'll need to have a look at that one. And Nordhill. Where is Aurora? What? Where did you go? So we're going to zoom in before we do this. Then go to location. So they were in Prince Filion of Cambrai Hills Court. So they're all the way over here. Wow. They're in Daggerfall? Oh, no, oh, I thought this whole thing was Daggerfall, but no, it's Camlorn. What's the empire called? High Rock. Ah, that was what I was thinking. Yeah. Okay, so they're all the way over there. That's crazy. Okay. Cool. So I want to have them marked, and the reason I want to have them marked is because those are effectively our targets. Next thing I want to do is have our player heir marked. So that is, well, let's just go in here. That's going to be NASA, and it's going to be Carl Hatchling. So the fact that you're called... Oh, it's NASA Hatchling. NASA's a title. Okay. I think I've been calling people NASA, but it's Hatchling. That's fine. Okay. Cool. So you're my sister, and then my brother is the other heir. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, cool. Next step, council. We have empty council positions. Steward is one that I want to fill. Best we've got is a 16. I'm going to put the 16 in there, just because you're doing a job. You're the best at diplomacy, and I think that's fine. We can put you in here. Next, although we might want to do domestic affairs, it might be time to switch from this to this. Yeah, I don't think we need the prestige too much anymore. I think we can switch to domestic affairs to increase direct vassal opinion, as we have direct vassals. We still have a war tender, and we have our leaf whisperer who doesn't like us as much as our Well, as they liked our mother. We could potentially switch over to you. You would actually like us quite a lot, and the reason you'd like us quite a lot is because one seat on the council would disappear and it'd be replaced by on-council, I think, right? There's an on-council bonus. Let me just go to you for a second. Yeah, on the council gets +10, so this is going to be a 50 swing if we put you in charge. Yeah, let's put you in charge. There we go. So that is a 50 swing over to our side, so that's +21, which is a little bit better. I don't want to do anything with you just yet. Yeah, all of that seems fine. Cool. Next up, we are not employing a court physician. We do kind of need one of those. Let's just see if we have somebody available. You. Okay. You're good. I think that's fine. I'll put you in here. Okay. Next up, what are we missing? Station men at arms. Ah, that's just because our lands changed size. So you're going to be stationed here. Okay, cool. Dress Hunter needs a worthy successor. Okay, we have Chirasu. This might be because our number of knights dropped, potentially. Yeah, so we'll force you in here and then you can have that position. That's okay. Realm will lose land if this person dies. That's the same as it was before. We're not endorsed by our stat seekers, so we're not making as much money as we could before, or as we did before. We can get an alliance with our brother. We will definitely get an alliance with our brother and with our sister. Those make a lot of sense. That means that they're not going to be able to join factions against us. And we can meet our peers, which we should do as soon as possible because it's only available every 3 years, but we don't need to rush. We can wait a month. Okay, the feud continues. Yes, and we're winning. That's what really matters. Okay. Oh, do we have everything equipped? Yeah, we do. Somebody was wondering, I didn't read the full comment on this one. I do apologize because I was trying to get rushing to get to recording here. Somebody was suggesting, I think, that we could have given our weapon to one of our knights or something like that. The reason why I gave this one away is because it does nothing. Well, at the time, it did nothing for us because, well, I guess it would have done something for us had I given it to the person who was going to lead our armies. I guess that could have made more sense, actually. Yeah, but I felt it did nothing for us because I felt that for us to equip it for ourselves, it wouldn't do anything. Because our one is better. But yeah, I guess I could have given it to my knights. Or not knight. What do we call them? Champions? We do call them champions, yeah. So we could have given that to our champion who was leading our armies, which would have made them very, very, very slightly better. But anyway. I at the time just preferred to give it to our liege so they had something equipped. Cool. Right, I'm just going to let some time move here just so I can see factions being created and see them being powerful. And then at the end of this month, we should see that faction disappear, hopefully. Hopefully. No, that faction is that strong. Oh, no. Oh, that's devastating. So you want to put Melny in charge. This faction is led by Melny. Okay, so why is everyone else in the faction? Wait, yeah, so you're in the faction because very strong military faction power, even stronger military faction power. Okay. Higher opinion of claimant. Higher opinion of claimant is 31. Claimant's legitimacy is too low as in there. Unpreferred heir. Let's try to get for a gift. It's going to cause us stress. It didn't cause us stress. It only gets us 11. That's not a lot. Why are you in it? Higher opinion of claimant is huge. Plus 63 reasons for being in it. You have a huge number of reasons for being in here. You also are in here for some reason, which doesn't make any... Yeah, you like them. Wait, what's that? Further opinion of liege. Further... So you... Yeah, okay, I think that NASA Melny's opinion of me is -8 to you being in here. So because this person likes me, they're less likely to... I'm not entirely sure what that means, actually. Oh no, you're also... I see, you're both NASA... I understand you are the claimant. Ah, never mind. That's why yours is different. It's because you are they're the same person. I understand. For some reason, I thought you were. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Here, You're in with 769 commitment. So there's no way of getting you out of here. There is no way of getting you out of here because it's your claim. So then we're looking down at these two. So we could maybe get you to leave. You've got 16 there. Are you any good at... Is anyone any good at Marshall from the people we put in? You are. Okay. Okay. I'm just thinking about it here. So if we go back to our faction... 16. I really need somebody to go into this position. What about you? We could replace you. Yeah. So I think we're going to have to take the hit here. I'm going to swap you with... Honestly, with this person would be fine. Yeah, I think that's our best one. Or what we could do... Actually, no, it would have to be this one. Yeah, no. So I want to put Melanie in charge. That's what I'm going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap this person into this position. So we have a worse person in here. Then I'm going to change out our Root Herald for Puyatha here. Will now like me by an extra 40. So they now don't want to be in the faction, because they will leave if it is less than 5. Which is then going to get rid of one of these ones, hopefully. That's what we're hoping for here. So, let's see how this goes. Also, I do need to go meet my peers, so... Meet them in Stormhold. Wonderful. Sure, vassal children come as well. Right, let's go. And... unpause. So 1 left. Perfect. So now, I'm hoping that if we wait just a little bit, let's wait till the end of this month. Does that mean that these faction bonuses are gone? No, it doesn't. So it's still in the even stronger category. So you're still committed. Anyone else less committed? No. It has made it a lot less strong, which is good for us. It hasn't actually got them out of it yet. So... if I could find a room for you on the council, would that help? Potentially. Do I have room for you on the council? Yeah, if you could take the marshal position. So let's do that. So let's put... yeah, let's swap you into that position. Then that lets us put her into our Leaf Whisperer position. So she now likes us a lot more. Yeah, that's fine. You're on the right stuff. So now she wants to leave the faction, which is going to give us another 62%. Let's see how this looks. Okay, so it's already less strong than it was. Okay. How long till Meet Peer starts? Oh, 9 days. Okay. So she's left. So now we're at 97. Now, these are still here. How much do we need? Need to get another 17%, but at least this means that their military power is weaker than ours, which is a huge change. So you're never going to leave because it's your faction, right? Basically, you're only going to leave if that stops being, or like if it stops being strong enough. You really just do not want, like your personality for some reason gives you a plus 490. What is your personality? Brave, zealous, compassionate? What about your personality makes you very likely to do this? That's interesting. Yeah, I wonder which personality trait is causing this to happen. Personality. Plus 490. Is it because you have matching personality? You're both zealous. Okay. It's matching personality traits, I think, that's happening here. Yeah, I think it's because they're both zealous. That's my best guess here. Okay, so that's why you're in it, because you're zealous and they're zealous, and we're not zealous. You... yeah, I don't know if I have a way of getting you to leave your own faction. I'd send you a gift, but that could just backfire. Only gets us 11 opinion in the first place. I could try and get this 11 opinion, just... it's only 25, I mean, what are they going to do with it? Yeah, so it got us quite a lot of faction commitment off, but not enough. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's meet our peers and see how this goes. I don't have any hooks or anything, do I? Nope. Okay. Let's go. Gathering. Everyone is here. As all the small lords and ladies are ushered into the room, I feel myself grow giddier and giddier. I'm thrilled that my kinsmen, the other hatchlings, and which include the daughter and heir of Nasa Tlelk of Ordurin, could both make it, not to mention my kinswoman, Jara Lee. Okay. Welcome. Cool. Welcome. Climbing. The daughter of... I keep trying to say hatchling, and I'm like, wait a second, they're all called hatchlings, so it's not that useful. The daughter and heir of Nasa Tlilk of Ordurin has climbed the highest boulder around and is gesturing enthusiastically for me to follow. It wouldn't be the first boulder I climbed, but it looks like a long way up. I think, unfortunately, we're gonna stay down here. We're gonna stay safe. Regent has skimmed from mandate, has given me some money. Well, thank you very much. Subsidize liege authority. My dear daughter, my liege, I have some proposals for tightening up the crown's authority on the realm. All I need is your seal, sitting alongside my own, of course, so your vassals don't think you unjust. So we can get a bunch of opinion, which is actually really good. What's her... Oh, she's actually dropped down to second. I guess because she's become less strong. But what's her vassal thing? It's Zealot. And his one is also Zealot. So this would get us nothing with Zealots. So this actually doesn't help us at all in our current situation. Which is a little bit of a shame. But it will make some of our other vassals like us if we say yes to this. And it'll get us high tribal authority, which will actually lower Zealot opinion of us. What was if I decline? His opinion of me drops. Okay, interesting. I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to say yes, but it doesn't seem that good. Tribal rulers with non-tribal lieges may settle. Is there a level that allows tribal rulers with tribal lieges to settle? No. Okay, so you have to be independent to settle. So no. No, I think we're fine. I don't think we need this. I'm going to decline. It doesn't help us with our current situation. Right, back to this. We've got 2 months till it ends. This is going to be 9 months at least away. Perfect. And as it goes on, our short reign penalty is dropping. And because our short reign penalty is dropping, that's then going to make people like us more, which is then going to make us stronger, which is then going to make this less strong. Hopefully. Come out and play. A ball bounces past, scooped and back into the waiting arms of the other hatchling. Do you want to join? We've got a ball, and we could do with some more players. The small crowd of kids gathers expectantly around us. I don't really feel like it. The Sap Seeker. We're exploring the local history when the other hatchling, the daughter of my leaf whisperer, Nasakasa, and I stumble across my sap speaker, Teba Maka, surrounded by scrolls. They are my journals from long ago. Are you interested in such things? Say, teach me about them, or I'm interested in you telling us of adventure. No, teach me of them. So we're going to lose a bunch of stress. There's a chance we struggle with writing, but we could further our studies in the art of blank. I mean, you know, we increased our learning. Fantastic. The daughter of my leaf whisperer, Nasakasa, approaches me with a heap of fabric in her arms. As she dumps it in the floor in front of me, I realize it's a heap of clothing for adults. Let's play house together. Only for the parents. Ensure hatchling is the dog, or... No, that's silly. Let's play chess. No, we're going to play chess. It's going to lower my... Yeah, it's going to lower my general opinion, but I'm still going to do it. And it's going to further our studies. Sure. That's fine. Budding attraction. As I look upon a young Naperer walking by, sweaty with labor but a blush on his cheeks, I'm entranced. What is this feeling? This longing? Oh, interesting. So last time we had this event, it gave us like the 4 options, and I was assuming this was like, I can't remember whether it would be, I assume it has to be the base game saying like which thing do you want, right? Do you like what kind of attraction do you want? But this one is actually like you realize you're heterosexual, or you realize you're heterosexual and you get a crush. That's interesting. Okay. So I guess on the previous one, it was just our character could have gone any way. I think we'll do it without the crush. Brave champions. My kinswoman, Jara Lee, and I are watching the champions train in the courtyard when my bodyguard, Melnie, approaches us with a smile. Melnie, not being the Melnie whose claim is being pressed. Okay. What do you say, children? Think you can handle the basics? Say yes, or I'd rather watch you train. I would rather watch you train. And it's going to improve my martial a little bit. I think we're going to be more learny than the other characters. That's not a term, but you know what I mean? Like, we're going to go more into learning. Yeah. I think that's going to be how we're going to play things. Hey! You've converted this one. At last. So this is now our faith. Wonderful. Yeah, we can get you to convert some other things. This has a 0% chance of converting. This will complete in 5 years. So I guess I'll convert Sul. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Anything else we need to do immediately? No, I don't think so. 4 months till this begins. We could kill it by buying some mercenaries. That would kill it. If we buy some mercenaries temporarily, that will kill it. It's an option, but we could also just buy them and then win, and then we can take the land back, potentially, or something like that. I don't know. We'll think about it. Okay. There are some people... Are these raiding us, or are these are neutral raiders? Oh, so that's Sul raiding. Okay, I understand. Okay, cool. And then they disbanded their raiders without them going anywhere. Unless that was them coming back, but anyway, it's fine. Action is 1 month away. Yeah. Do we hire some mercenaries? How much is a mercenary group? Mercenary group's 200? I'd rather not, honestly. But we'll just, yeah, we'll just have the war happen, I think. Yeah, there's not really anything else we need to do here. I'm deliberately just pausing every now and again because I know it's going to happen soon. Let's just go speed 4. There we go. So, to my liege, the right to rule Zuzalil belongs to Nasa Melnie of Jal Haj-I by divine right, and we have gathered the support required to make it so. Accept this fact peacefully, or we will make you do so by force. Signed, Kal Vitra Larasha of Merciful Reduction. Is that the person who's, if they... It actually doesn't have it there anymore. But the person who, if they died... Yes, it is. Okay. I didn't finish my sentence. I'll go back to it. This is the person who, if they had died, their heir would have been outside our realms. So they would have inherited outside the realms. We would have lost land. But they now have an heir who has just been born. So that stops that happening. Okay, interesting. I will not be threatened, obviously. Right, they have 3,000 troops. That's quite a lot. Okay, we have 1.7. So it doesn't seem like we ended up with the amount that it thought we might, but that's okay. Chuck a marshal in here. Let's chuck a steward in here. It doesn't matter who we're putting in these positions. They're just people to sit there for now. We have any allies too we can join in? We can call house members. Okay, so I'm going to call hatchling pools. I'm not going to call these guys because they only have 22 troops, but I'll call hatchling pools. They have 800. I'm also 100% going to get some mercenaries raised. I don't think we can afford these guys, but let me just see. We could afford some of those ones, but I don't want to really hire Dunmer. So these are the first ones I could hire here. So that would be 1.5. It does mean that we're going to be in debt if we do that. So we could do that, or we could buy these guys, not be in debt, but be a lot worse off overall. You look pretty good, though. Oh, you're an Argonian behemoth. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Let's see who else we have here. So what's your stuff? Logistician and cautious leader. Or we could upgrade for... We go up to these guys. Gives us a reaver and a holy warrior, which doesn't help us too much, but it does give us some of these guys, some archers. Let me just go back to these ones down here. What are we getting? Getting a lot of levies and then some men at 300 men at arms. So it's 400 levies, 300 men at arms. Go to these guys, we get 800 levies and about 600 other stuff. So it is about the same ratio. We could also get these guys that give us hist members, who are much better in theory. Also give us a military engineer. So if we think we're going to siege, this guy would be great. Potentially. Less troops, but better troops. I think I might... Oh, I can't hire those guys anyway. I can only hire these ones. These are right on the edge. Or do I go for the cheap ones? I think I'm going to hire the Behemoth because he looks cool. It's not a great reason to hire someone, but anyway. There's our troops. That gives us 2.5k. Okay. You are the best person that we have. If we can grab one of these armies before they can merge, that's probably our best bet. Let's see if we can head up here and get one. I'm also going to put an organizer in charge. Perfect. They're joining. Organizer in charge. Let's go. Gonna go. Yeah, let's stay speed 4 for now. Okay, they're splitting up. Trying to merge down here. Let's get over here. See if we can attack them before they merge. We are going to catch them currently, which is great. We want to catch them here. This is going to be huge if we can get them here. That's going to change things drastically if we can get into this battle as soon as possible. What do you want to do? I've been playing with my sister, Nasa Hatchling, for the better half of the day, and I've been having so much fun. We played chess, and as our game comes to a close, she bests me and I'm left dumbstruck. That was fun. Now what do we do? This is my last chance to pick something I may yet win. So a stilts race or a teetotum. I will choose the 50-50. The game. We set aside the board and prepared the teetotum. Around and round it spins, each of us betting our marbles on its results. Though there is nothing of value at stake, I feel my heart race as it comes to fall on its side. The game goes back and forth, marbles trading hands, but I soon find myself with all the marbles by my end. My sister lets out a defeated sigh, and I'm proudly the owner of all the marbles. I say, that was too easy, loser, and we get a victim or good game. I'm going to say good game. We're maybe different, but we're not heartless. Okay. So we are going to catch these guys. Let's just see. Can I switch here? We won't catch them unless I stick with the organizer. Okay. Stick with the... Oh, actually... Oh, wait. No, there we go. So it's saying we're catching them there. Maybe it was hidden underneath that. No, it still thinks we're going to catch them. Perfect. Well, that's great then. It thinks we're going to crush them now. Let's go. So we are, in fact, now with the better leader in a great position. These guys are going to arrive in 9 days, which is great. So they arrive. That means that we're even further ahead, and now we get to press our advantage and absolutely destroy them. Nice. We captured an enemy combatant. You're pretty good. You want to be recruited? Yeah, welcome to my court. Anyone else? Nope. Okay, but like you're really good, so welcome to the court. We are not betrothed. That's fine. Don't need to worry about that. How many troops do they have now? So we have 3,000, they have 2,000. Okay, so we've definitely chopped that a little bit. That lead that they had. Let's head up here and see if we can catch that army. War declared on Liege by Vicas of Red Rock. So Vicas of Red Rock has declared a war against the tyranny. Ah, okay. It's interesting. How many people has he got on his side? Not a lot. Okay, so that's not a war we need to worry about. At least not unless a bunch of other people join it. Right, I want to get to that siege as soon as possible. Could we please get there? I guess I can go speed 5 now. Now that I think about it. Right. Rolling. I'm at play in the gardens of Stormhold with my peers, in a rare moment free from the watchful eyes of our guardians and tutors. It happened so suddenly, I'm swept from my feet and sent tumbling down a steep hill, with Hatchling, who is just a courtier here, holding tightly to me as we roll down and down. Once at the bottom, I'm left dazed with his eyes staring deeply into mine as he smiles and giggles at me. I feel something strange in my chest as I look back at him. What is this feeling? Love, hate, or indigestion? For Shy, it's indigestion. That's fine. Wait, did they move? Yes, they did move. That's the problem with going speed 5. Things move very quickly at speed 5. Gonna wait for these guys to lock. They're now locked. Perfect. I would love to fight them. Are we not hostile? New courtier is better at this. Wait, are you going onto the water? Is that where the water is? It is where the water is. Oh, no. I hadn't realized. I thought they were going to the land because that's what the arrow was pointing to. How foolish. They were in fact going to the water so they could merge their army down here. The child preacher. I watched my self-assured kinsman talk to some other children about the Hist. They were laughing and leering at him for a while before the pushing began. Despite the mockery, he tried to keep up the lesson until the first blow landed. Say, I'll protect you. Let's all stop this right now and talk about this. This is how you treat someone preaching the divine word. So how are we gonna do this? I mean, if we're gonna reform the faith, we could be zealous. That could be our path into this here, although that's faith conversion call. That's fine. We wouldn't be converting necessarily, but I don't know. Monthly piety would go up. Brave. I mean, that would be interesting, although that would put us down a path we've been down before. Or calm. I think I'm going to go zealous. I think that fits what we said we wanted to do. So let's be zealous. And now we're friends with this person. Wonderful. Okay. I don't want to go too quickly here. We'll switch to... Actually, we'll switch to you. I think this is fine. We'll switch back to that one. The reason why I went with that one over this one is Cautious Leader is better, I think, if you have by far the better army, because it means that your minimum battle roll is higher, so you're less likely to get like a random thing that means you're going to lose. Reckless, I think, is better if you're slightly worse, because it gives you yeah, it gives you a chance of rolling a much higher result. So that's why I went with that. Gifts for the Rajnasa. My father has been especially thoughtful lately. He always seems to bring me the best presents, making him the best regent. There you are, young mistress, he laughs as I bound into the courtyard where the man awaits with something covered in cloth. Today I've got something very special for you, he whispers conspiratorially. With that, the cloth falls away to reveal an elaborate model of the Hist, as well as a placard explaining the new wing to be built with my donation. Say, what a beautiful surprise. Entrenched Regency moves... So he's already spent some money on this. Entrenched Regency moves towards him. And his loyalty will go from self-interested to situational. Okay. You've hidden more somewhere. I know it. So, it will remain self-interested. He finds more to gift on short interest. And it gets us some piety. I see. He loses a lot more money. Or you get what you'll get and you'll be happy with it, so that gets us piety, but he remains self-interested. Or thank you, I've already got one, probably. I think we're going to say what a beautiful surprise. Chance that, well, the fact that it goes to situational is very useful for us to not have a regent at the end of this. Okay, although the regent is skimming from our mandate constantly. That's okay. That's okay. Right. Back in here. We're attacking. It doesn't know about that army yet, so it thinks it's going to be even. We do get the defending bonus because it's our holding, which is nice. Now it knows that we've got another army in. Now the fact that it hasn't changed yet is a little bit worrying, but the fact that these guys are running is good. The fact that they're running tells me that it thinks we're going to win. Oh, it doesn't know about it because there's another holding in between. Right. So this should now update in a second. So now it thinks we're going to win. Okay. So now this is updated. I thought that it was from here to here, but actually there's a middle one that we went through. So it doesn't know about their army joining us until we're on the last province, right? so that's why it didn't change. However, these guys had calculated their movement based upon the fact that it knew about that army. So that's fine. Anyway, we're going to crush them. So it's about even here, which is what it told us initially. Although they have a lot more champions, and they have some champions who are very, very, very good. 36 prowess is incredible. Did they hire mercenaries? Somebody hired mercenaries in their group. Yeah, somebody hired mercenaries here. Wasn't you? Okay. Who else could it, was it you? No? Was it you? Nobody hired mercenaries? So how did you end up with... Is this 36 prowess person just in your court? Yup. You just have a 36 prowess person just in your court. Alright then. And it's not like they have a strong item. They just have a base of 19. Okay. Well, that's crazy. I think that they would actually probably win if we... if it had just been our army. However... the other army's about to wait, are you hostile to something else? Wait, what's up with you? Oh, never mind. It was just looking weird. Oh, right. No, that's fine. It's just where everything's lined up. So they're actually, if we do it like this, they still haven't arrived yet. That's fine. I thought that they were fighting someone else in here. Anyway, 10 days left. So we should be fine. It should stay even enough. But yeah, you see, they would actually win if we were, if that was our whole army. But it's not our whole army, so we win. Which is nice. What are these? Enter seclusion, isolate capital. There's a plague? There's camp fever. Oh. Alright, it's not really that close to us, actually, but that's okay. I think these pop up, I believe the exact phrase that they used in the dev diary is, if they are within one Ireland of your, of your holdings. So that, because this plague is within is now within one Ireland of us, you know, it popped up to warn you, but it's still not actually that close, so that's fine. Enemy combatants captured, enemy combatants slain. Who did we capture? We captured this person, who is the spouse of Vitra Lurash. Okay, so you can stay in. We also captured this person who has pretty good prowess. You know what? Why don't you come work for me? There we go. We're now at 33%. They have significantly less troops now. I would love to win a siege if we could do that. I'm also going to put an organizer in charge. I have no choice but to accept the conditions for, yeah, your release. Perfect. Let's go speed 5. There we go. Oh, we caught an army here as well. For some reason, you were retreating to the one next door, which is great for us. So we've now completely defeated that army. Our liege won their war. That was worth a ton of war score as well. And they have even less troops. Wonderful. How long is this going to take? 7 months. And they're sieging on an 8-month one there. Okay. It's fine. We are about to be attacked, which is great. I'm just going to change my my leader to someone better. They decided not to attack due to that. That's fine by me, as long as they don't siege my territory. You child of my dynasty. Hatchling. Okay. Oh, right. I see. Yeah, I understand perfectly why this happened. It's because this is their child. Okay. That's fine. It's it's one of the rebelling vassals' children, but we have the mother in our court, like in our prisons. That's why it told us about it. But they also happen to be of our dynasty, so we got the dynasty event. We can also ransom them for 10 if we wanted to. I'll ransom them for 10. That's fine. Cool. That's fine. Liege goes to war. Our liege has now declared a war on Nam-Sha. Okay. What is the war? The Thorn Arconese Subjugation War. Oh. Oh, really? Also, by the way, this is still the original guy, right? This is the original person who we helped put in charge. They've declared a war for all of this. That's crazy. Is their land going to split in two yet? Kingdom of Thorn, Leal of Shadow Marsh? No? Apparently everything is going to him. Don't know why Confederate Partition isn't kicking in, but... It's like, because surely the Kingdom of Shadowfen should be going to... It is going to someone else. It's going to Deatum. Wait, why is it going to Deatum? So, here's Channelee. Yeah, like, explain this to me. So this is going to you. So you're Channelee, and you're inheriting the Kingdom of Thorn, right? So that's the first one. So under Confederate Partition, his second child would inherit the second holding. But that's not what's happening. What's happening instead is this person is inheriting it. This person is a grandchild. Oh, it's because this person's dead. Alright, I understand. Okay, so what's happened is it's gone, you've got some land, you're dead, so your children have a claim at your level, so therefore your children would get the Kingdom of Shadowfen. That's what it's done here, right? So it said, you've got number one, child number one here gets second dibs because previously their parent would have got second dibs. I understand. Wait, no? Yes, that's correct. Yeah, so they would have got second dibs. You don't get anything because your parent's thing is already going to this person. And then they get the next share of the pie, so their next one gets the next share of the pie, and then the next one gets the next share of the pie. Oh, I see. Okay. That makes sense to me, I think. So basically what I'm saying here is every child of Madesi equally gets an amount shared between them. But because this one's dead, it goes to the first grandchild. Okay. That makes some level of sense. Anyway, where are we? Ah yes, back in the war. That's 100% war score. Is that worth? That's worth 62? That's incredible. Okay. Well, now we're going to enforce demands, which means that immediately these guys can't join factions for 10 years, which is until we're an adult, like firmly an adult. We imprison Vitra Larash, and we imprison Nasa Melni. And we gain legitimacy, which moves us up to rightful legitimacy. Cool. Let's do it. Okay, now we have a question. An interesting question, actually. Do we want to hold more land? Potentially, I think, right? Because we should be able to revoke these titles. We can't revoke titles because we don't have high tribal authority. Which is the thing I said no to earlier, and I can't get it because my level of fame isn't high enough. So no, we don't want to revoke the titles. So we can either ransom, they still can't join factions, or I can get them to renounce their claims. That's what we did previously, right? We got them to renounce their claims. Let's just do that. You're going to renounce your claims, you're going to renounce your claims. And you can leave with that. Okay, and then you can also leave. You can just give me a hoop. That'll do me fine. The reason why you want to ask him for something is because otherwise you lose dread. And because our natural dread... Yeah, because we're above our natural dread anyway. We want to keep our dread as high as we can. So let's just gain a hoop. Even if we don't use it, it's better to ask for it. Cool. Right. There we go. Achievement for Know Your Place. I assume that's kill a faction or something like that. Beat a faction. Just look at this war. So it's 6,000 versus 4,000. So in theory, our Lee should win that. Okay, cool. Everyone has now left our prison. Great. Okay. When do we do meet peers? Is it? It might actually be coming back up again. I just want to have a look here. 4 months. Wow. I always forget that the game runs like super well early game. So yeah, you go through time incredibly quickly. Okay, well, we'll just wait till that's available and do it. Faction created against our liege. So this is a religion faction, I think. It's either culture or religion, basically, is different than his one, so they started a faction. I don't think it's very strong. Yeah, there's only one member in it. Oh, it's because... Yeah, okay. That makes sense. It's because they're probably the only person who's... Oh no, there are a couple other people who share the same culture and religion, but there aren't that many of them. Yeah, so basically it's something like that. Oh, although that's the independence one. No, sorry, the wrong one. Ah, right, yeah, this makes more sense. This is what I initially thought it was going to be. Yeah, so there you go. So there's a culture in our realm. And then it's just that that culture has a negative popular opinion, and then, yeah. Oh, and they're being converted, which is why they're very unhappy. Yeah, that's because their faith is being converted. Okay, so it's just one holding, so it doesn't really matter. Right. Around the fire. What a beautiful night. The bonfire crackles and pops, spitting smoke up into the night sky. The honeyed treat skewered on the end of my stick slowly caramelizes, and I watch it slowly changing color with interest. Alongside me, Hatchling, just a random courtier hatchling, is doing the same as the adults drink wine and regale each other with stories of events long past, many years before either of us were born. He and I haven't really talked too much before, but it would be nice to be able to talk to someone around my own age for once. Say, do you want to be friends? This was fun, or I could do with another treat. We'll say, this was fun, but we are not going to be friends because we're shy. From dust. Finally, the plague has left the realm. None of our realm was affected by the plague, right? But is somewhere was it up here? Did I miss it? I'm trying to see if there's like a negative effect on any of the holdings. Like in our realm. That's Monopoly sold, so that's not that one. I don't think there was a plague in our realm. I'm just double checking before I just say no to this thing, but I'm fairly certain there wasn't a plague in our realm, so I lose legitimacy for saying no, but there wasn't a plague. Alright, I guess I'll spend the 8 gold. Okay. Ruling rightly. That's my read. Oh, you know where it was? I just realized. It's here. I always forget we have another holding. Right? This is it? Actually, it doesn't say that we had a plague here either. But I guess we just had the event that... Oh, there you go. Disease recovery. So yeah, it was that one. That one did have the disease. Yeah. Okay. I always forget we have this one. So that might be where the event popped up earlier saying that we could close our borders. Because it was literally there. Anyway. I think it is still... I think what I said previously, though, was still right. About it being within the right range. Anyway. As my regent, my father seems determined to teach me his preferred methods of rule. He's hardly the most invested regent, but nevertheless, the man takes the time to tutor me when he can. Today's class covers yet more scholasticism and theology. It's a dry screed on history, philosophy, strange-smelling academics, and far-flung lands, all the usual tripe. But the central point seems to be that an educated ruler makes for a happy populace. Something about this feels fundamentally right to me. Kima Mota understands the true order of things, and that is how proper nobility should comport itself. And say, pay attention to the technical details, and I get learning. Focus on the spirit of the advice, I get a learning lifestyle perk. Or daydream the afternoon's lesson away. I think we can focus. Now the question is, do we want 2 learning, or do we want a learning lifestyle perk? You know what, give me the learning. We'll take the stress. Playdate. Hatchling is a lot of fun to be around. Every time I see him, my day is made better. I wish we could play all the time. Whenever our eyes meet, my stomach fills up with butterflies. Oh, I wonder if he would like this blank that I found. This flower is for you. We'll have a crush on him. Okay. Game has been trying to push that crush pretty heavily, so we'll let that one go through. Okay. There was something else I was going to do, which has now completely left my mind. Ah, yeah, I was going to check our Guardian. Our Guardian's currently this guy. That's fine, and he's a genius. That seems fine. We're not getting a magical education, but I think that's okay. There might be events that give it to you during your life as well. Let's meet our peers again. Oh, this time not with a... war going on around us. Okay. Random county gains a powerful negative county modifier. Oh, okay. In this guy's county. So, a random county of his, which is the only one he has. Development growth minus 75%, huh? Oh, lovely. Neighbors' war resolved. So, this guy won a war against this guy in a claim for this land, which he now holds. Okay, we are slowly surrounding them, though. How's this war going? Minus 9%. Is that due to one siege? Ah, it's not even a full siege. It's probably just that our liege's army isn't there yet, I would imagine. Anyway. Gathering. We are now gathered. Wonderful. Come out and play. Nope, not going to do that. Language barrier. Sorry, abode. She returns to her humble abode, not her bundle abroad. Despite her well manners, Breda's eyebrows are knitted together in frustration. Gel and Dunmerus language seem to have more differences than similarities, hence her struggles to speak to each other. Maybe I could do something so that we can play together without getting angry, or should I just hope it resolves by itself? Oh no, definitely, I'm going to say that I don't want to do that. I am going to say, blah, why bother, I just want to have fun. Yeah, we're going to move on from learning the Dunmerus language. We don't need to learn that. The sermon. Listen to my words, children. Today I will tell you about the Hist. The Hist, the Void, and even Rajsithis himself, Tebamaka exclaims, fervor burning in her eyes. Me and the other children are spellbound by Tebamaka's sermon. Who knew that the Hist teachings could be this fascinating? As the sermon ends, I have to tell Tebamaka my thoughts. What was that about the divine right of queens? Or this Rajsithis seems aspirational. So we can be ambitious, or we can be sadistic. We're definitely going to be ambitious, 100%. We're going to be shy, zealous, and ambitious, which is an odd combo, but I think it means we're going to have ambitions, but we're not going to be standing at the front. We're going to be standing at the back a little bit, planning some bigger picture stuff. Let's do that. Ambitious. Okay. My friend Hatchling climbed the biggest boulder, but I did not. The sap speaker. We've had this one as well. Tell me about your journals. We got our learning increased again. What's our learning right now? 15. Ooh. Mercenary contract is expiring, which is fine. Market day. My friend Hatchling and I agreed that trade is an important skill for a noble to learn, so we decided to visit a local market in Stormhold. We only have some pebbles for currency, and they are very shiny. What are we going to do here? I'd like to purchase a ware. You have to give me what I want, or let's set up our own stall. I think I'm going to try and purchase a ware. We increased our stewardship by 1. Wonderful, so it's a little bit higher now. And the fun is over. We get some prestige back, which we lost in one of the events. We've lost our court tutor. That's not good. Magnesis is dead. And we have a new dress hunter, which probably means we need a new successor. Who's going to be curious. In name and in nature. Where he is. There he is. Fantastic. So he's now in there. He's only 53. I was thinking he's been here for ages, but it's no. Just my characters keep dying, so it feels like we should be on a whole new set of characters, but we're still in the same generation for him. Oh, you can be my court tutor. Cool. Any other ones that I'm missing? I think so. Nope, that seems fine. Wonderful. Oh, right. Also, did Dress Hunter change? Sometimes the secondary changes. Dread per Tyranny. I think that did change, but anyway. It's fine. Right. Carrying on. The primary doesn't change. It's always the secondary that changes, I think. Finished meeting our peers. We're now 13. Yeah, I'll let time advance a little bit. I'm also trying to make this episode a little bit longer because we've had a couple of short ones in a row, so yeah. We'll let this one go a little bit on. I also would love to be an adult again soon because we've we did have an adult for only a small amount of time before they immediately died, so yes. Our neighbor has lost to you in this war. So your neighbor Nasa Silmkia of Murkwater lost against Rajnasa. Ah, okay, so our fellow vassal was trying to expand, but then lost their war. Fair enough, fair enough. Makes sense to me here. Boiling anger. You might be Rajnasa, but you're also a loathsome swit. The unprovoked anger expressed by my war teacher, Jur Mat, comes as a complete surprise. He's been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this. I lose some stress. And task finished. Controlling county is finished. Ooh, well, wonderful. Anywhere else you can improve that's ours? Actually, let's just check our holdings. Our holdings are both 100 control. Wonderful. Okay, in which case, train our commanders, and that will give us a chance of getting better commanders. Cool. Although we got a couple from from the war, which was quite nice. You can swing the scales of power. Sure, I'm going to leverage our piety to do that. Wonderful. Okay. Let time move on. How old are we? 14, and our birthday is in the 9th month. Okay, cool. You've invited me to Nasa Tikya's funeral. Oh, should I have held a I didn't even think about holding a funeral for our mother. Oh no. Well, I'll go to your funeral. Yeah, sure. Through this dangerous holding? Sure, but I might hire a jungle stalker. Perfect. Let's go. And off we go. We gained some stewardship for going through there. Nice. Or stewardship lifestyle experience. We have now arrived. This is to be Chimei's final resting place. Chimei being Hellstrom's wife. Okay. Oh, how did she die? Consumed by voroplasm. Ah, that's how our grandfather went. I'm greeted by Nasa Tigya of the hatching pools. Though I care little for her company, this day is really about Queen Shimei of Hellstrom, and this is my opportunity to something. But yeah, these are the guys who helped us in the war, so I guess it makes sense that we're going to the funeral for them. Okay. 3 months till it ends. Commander promoted. Absolutely not. Get him out of my castle. Of all the figures venerated and villainous, none have been desired more than our departed Queen Shimei of Hellstrom. With her crowd of weepers and gawkers finding other subjects to satisfy their fascination, I am at last left with a moment of solace between myself and my kinswoman. We have a quiet prayer, a moment of grief, where I promise to become a better Rajnasa. Unrelenting devotion. You only gain stress because you are zealous. So this would normally give you stress, but we gain less stress. Yeah, we'll do a quiet prayer, that's fine. A time to mourn. The shadows of mourners no longer loom over me, and I'm at last given a moment alone. What quiet comfort I could take in such a moment without the rattling and prattling of other guests in my ears. Just me and my thoughts of Queen Shimei. We lose some stress. Wonderful. Morning Star. All eyes fall upon Jotip Jacine as she falls to the ground in lamentation, hands coating her reddened eyes from view. Jotip Jacine's sorrowful gasps and chokes have left her fellow mourners breathless. Many offer her comfort and reverence as if it was her who was to be committed to the hereafter. Say eyes must fall upon me? Absolutely not, we're shy. I can only mourn my own way, or I offer comfort. I can only mourn in my own way. In a quiet corner of the Hist, I overhear Jotip Jacine chatting with a group of mourners. She somberly gestures me over. We all have fond memories of Queen Shimei. I just talk about the time my friend, Queen Shimei, was consumed by voroplasm. Is that a fond memory for you, where she was consumed by the voroplasm and died? Okay. So the memories are too painful. Was my mourn intent. I knew her well, or I admit I have nothing. Say the memories are too painful. A level of dedication to my faith went up. Cool. The grief of the cousin. Hunched beside me, bereft of the pretense of propriety, the inconsolable Tiga gazes out into the nothingness before her. I think she's the person who organized the, yeah, she's the one who organized the funeral. Not a tear falls from her eyes, not a word passes her mouth until she turns to me. The hiss can be cruel indeed. Why does the wind still yet blow? Why does the sea continue to push to the shore? Why does my body ache for food and thirst for water? The apocalypse is upon us. My cousin is dead. Your cousin is dead? Okay. So this was... We're only vaguely related to the person who died, as in it's her cousin died, and then she invited us in here. So we're not related to the person who's deceased. We're only really related to her. Although that we were part of the same dynasty, but anyway. All this life, there's always hope, or quietly nod. We're gonna quietly nod. That seems more of our kind of thing. Gained a favor hook on someone. Okay. The sorrowful line marches on, the line to have the last moment with Queen Shimei. A last whisper, a last long goodbye, a last nothing in the last place anyone will ever see her again. Truly a privilege it is to be here. The line brings me ever closer until at last the figure in front of me parts and there is nothing but a veil between me and her. Make a speech honoring to rule in her, promising to rule in her honor, to speak of her virtues. I gain stress either way. I would like to speak of her virtues. I guess it's about her rather than about us. Heavenly delights. Ah, what kind of meat is this? So rich in flavor? What are these vegetables? Almost sweet? Ooh. And these wonderful little desserts. The feast had some of the best food I've ever tasted. I got life reaffirmed. We get a medium health boost. The person holding the event gets prestige and we lose some stress. Okay. Our knights improve their prowess. Wonderful. Before me, a feasting table stocked high with all manners of food and drink, as if Queen Shimei were trying to offer a final act of magnanimity before parting. Tiga has so far refused to lay a finger on this banquet, however, swilling her goblet around an idle solace. Her middle-distance stare falls wearily upon me, and with a quiet nod she raises her drink high. To Queen Shimei, truly one of the best. So I can say, I'll be greater still. To Queen Shimei, tell us what she really meant to you, or speak a quiet prayer. Speak a quiet prayer. We're not going to draw attention to ourselves here. Okay, 7 days till this ends. Now we're in the next section. Now the time has come to commit Queen Shimei's final rites before her final journey into the hereafter. Shimei's preserved body is fitted with a wooden mask. For now, the gravesinger is carving the story of Shimei onto a gravestake. The gravesinger's job of engraving the gravestake done, Shimei's body is finally pinned down with a gravestake in the marsh. All that's left is for us to hope that they don't rise as a bog blight. I don't know why beautiful was the word after that, but okay. And that is the funeral done. We got some stuff from it, and now we get to head home. And we get some stewardship lifestyle experience for visiting our own capital, which is great. How old are we now? We're 14. Okay, cool. I'm gonna let it go just a little bit longer. Our acquaintance, who is a person of interest to us, has died. Okay, does that mean that there is only 3 members of Drethen left? Also, how did you die? Slain in battle by Asiba. Asiba, you want to join my court? No? Okay, my guardian was the one who, who's the liege in charge of that. That's pretty cool. There are only 3 members of House Drethen, one of which is imprisoned. Oh no. One of which is like too far away and is in fact now married some other person. And then one of which is right there. Okay. Interesting. It's not really so much a house anymore as like a very small group. You converted the county in Sul. So Sul is now our faith as well. Nice, so our faith is spread all over the place. Is there anywhere else for you to convert? Yes. But there is a 0% chance of you converting it. Well, I think you can switch to religious relations then. That sounds like a good idea. We're still not betrothed, which is fine. That's all that one's saying there. I'm just thinking of anything else we need to do. Nope, we are now 15. I think we'll go until we're of age unless something major pops up. A snake at court. This person has been sleeping with this person. Shocking. Our acquaintance died. Oh, wait a second. There's only 2 living members left. Under mysterious circumstances implies they were murdered. So there's only her and this one. Wow. Okay. Not a lot of a feud left, is there? Neighboring rulers' war resolved. So, what was this? The third Blackgate conquest of the barony of Sadrathim. So they've taken this barony, basically. Okay. Interesting. And Councilwoman Nartil is still imprisoned. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Oh, she's been let go. Oh well. You know, you can't have everything. The polyglot. As I wander across the courtyard, a scrap of parchment swirls in the breeze. I catch it, but the strange strokes daubed on it are unlike anything I've seen before. Ah, you found my note. Dakin's voice startles me. Sensing my bemusement, he taps the scrap reassuringly. It's of another language, my little lady, don't you worry. I can read it, but you needn't bother yourself with it for now. Then say, but I want to. Or, that's good to know at least. Disloyal? I don't need to know that. Fine, we've already decided we're not going to learn that language. Also, how's this war going? Is that the 27 one? It is. Okay. So, got war score through occupying a bunch of stuff, which seems great. Yeah. Okay. Liege is doing well in that war. How are the numbers looking? There's been no battles. Okay, so they're exactly the same as they were before. Okay. We got 3 months left. New liege? King Madesi died. Oh no. Okay. Oh, but wait a second. This is crazy for us. Because this person inherited Thorn, so they're still in that war. But our liege is now the King Ditumgi of Shadowfen. Now that is crazy. Because we actually have a significant amount of power in Shadowfen. Yeah, we're almost as strong as our liege, and in fact, if our liege didn't have our strength, they'd be a lot weaker. They do have a couple of allies, but still, that's an interesting thing to think about for an ambitious person like us. Potentially an opportunity to become independent. Coming of age. With the help of Kal Vizara, I have completed my studies of scholarship. Even if the highest aspects of the subject eludes me, I lived up to everyone's expectations and learned more than most. As I take my first steps into adulthood, I find myself reminiscing about some of the people who made an impact on the woman I have become. The friendship I shared with Hatchling meant a lot to me when we were both young, and to still have him by my side means a lot. I had memorable times with Hatchling. He truly helped me understand both myself and love. Raj Nasa Hatchling, you're a woman now. Now remember that we can only get a name in the 5th month. We got Astute Intellectual, which is a level 3 one, which is not bad. And we get plus 20 opinion with Hatchling. Cool. Well, that's great. Can I end my regency? No? You would just say no. Why? You just don't want to? When can I swing the scales? I can swing the scales in 1 day. Okay, so I think doing that seems good. I also lost Curious, which is fine. You're still saying no? That's okay. Let's swing the scales. Leveraging our piety. Although I don't think that actually helped, because I think he swung it as well. We're going to offer piety again. He's going to say no. But then that moves it down so the Regent's now less powerful. Okay, cool. And I think that this is a good point to leave some things till next time, because now we have a new liege. We're now of age. In 8 months, we can actually get a name. We have a potential to get ourselves some, like, an independent title. House Dress is, well, yeah, House Dress is no longer ruled by someone of the dynasty of House Dress. If I go to the title here, we can find, actually I can do it this way. House Drethen only has 2 living members, and the Dynasty of Dress only has 8 living members in total, which is crazy. They are getting supremely wiped out, which is great for us. So yeah, I think our goals are probably going to be to take Shadowfen. I would almost think next time we should try and take Shadowfen, right? Because it just makes sense. Although, are you so you're allied with my vassals, so they obviously can't join you, right? That's just not going to happen. Oh wait, no, that's not my vassal. So that is... No, okay. That is his vassal, never mind. So they could... I don't think they can join. These guys could join, so that's 1.5. Then these guys could join, that's 700. Although they are currently attacking somebody. For something. I don't think they're the... Yeah, they're not the main people in that one. Okay, maybe a faction and we can see who we can get into that. Ah, it's an idea. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.